Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ezine and on this channel I make sewing tutorials. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a wrap top. And this wrap top has sort of like a kimono collar and a flay at the down part from the waist and puff sleeves. If you're interested in watching this video, continue watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions you can leave those in the comment section. Also, I would like to thank everybody. In my last video I wanted to reach 500 subscribers, and now we've done that. So I'm so grateful to everybody that has subscribed. Now let's get to 1000 subscribers, guys. Let's get to 1000 subscribers, okay, and more. With that being said, let's get into the tutorial. And now there's no light, so that's a problem. The first thing you're going to do is to draft out your back pattern and your front pattern on a paper that is unfold. For the back, all I'm going to be doing is adjusting the neckline, and I measured 4 inches for the width, and then I used my curve to redraw the neckline. After doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and add my sewing allowance all around the pattern. Now moving on to the front pattern, you're going to open up your paper and transfer your waistline and arm side line to the other side of the paper, as well as the dart, but that's not really necessary. On the neckline, you're going to measure and mark 4 inches, that's the width of the neckline. And then on the waistline, you're going to measure 2 inches from the center front, and you're going to make a mark. From that point, you're going to draw a line 2 inches upward. Now from the top of the line, you're going to draw another line connecting it to the 4 inches on the neckline. And I just try to smoothen that edge so that it's not a sharp point. And next thing I'm going to do is just go around and add my seam allowance. For the back, you're going to cut out one piece on fold, and I use the chalk to transfer my dart to my fabric. And for the front, you're going to cut out 2 pieces and also transfer your dart to the fabric. Then we're going to sew our dart. We're going to fold it and sew it from the waist to where it vanishes on the main fabric. And you're going to do this for both the front and the back. Next thing we're going to do is to join our front and back at the shoulder point. Now we're going to measure the neckline, and I folded my top in 2 so that it'll be easier. And you're going to hold your tape straight like I'm doing. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Then you're going to use the value you got to cut out a long strip of fabric, and you're going to put like an extra 3 inches or so just in case. I cut the fabric out on fold, and the width of the fabric is 2 inches plus my sewing allowance. And the next thing we're going to do is to iron on interfacing on the wrong side of the fabric. Now the collar is ready and done. We're going to be attaching it to the neckline. So you're going to use your pins to secure it before you sew it to the neckline using your seam allowance. And this is what it should be looking like now. And at this point, it wasn't really laying flat. So I used my scissors to make some snips in the seam allowance. With the right sides facing each other, we're going to be joining the side seam. On the right side, I didn't sew the entire thing. You're going to leave a 2-inch opening for the belt. I used my pins to demonstrate it. And on the left side, you're going to sew the entire thing through. When you're done, you're going to use your iron to press the seam open. After doing that, you're going to make a top stitch around the opening, and this is what it should look like. The next thing we're going to do is to cut out our flap, and to do that, we're going to measure the waistline. For the flap, I used a quarter circle for my flap, and to get the radius of the circle, you're going to divide the value of pi by 2, and then you're going to divide your waist measurement by that new value. And for me, before I divided it, I added a 1.5 inches to my waist measurement to hem it. Then I folded my fabric over like this, and from the top of the fabric, you're going to measure the radius you just cut, and you're going to measure and keep marking it from one side of the fabric to the other. When you're done making those marks, you're going to use your free hand to connect the points together. So doing that, you're going to measure and mark the length of the flap you'd want. And I added an extra inch for my allowance. After marking it, you can then cut it out. After cutting out the flap, the next thing I did was to fold over the hem twice and sew it. So you're going to do that along the entire length of the flap, and after you're done with the hem, you're going to fold over this other edge and sew it too. Then we're going to attach the flap to the bodice, and when you're done, this is what it should be looking like now. To make the sleeves, I'm going to be using the top part of the fabric that I used to cut out the flap, and I'm just going to place my sleeve pattern on it and trace out the top part. And the length is already appropriate for what I need, and the down part has already been shaped, so I'm going to be leaving that like that. Next thing I'm going to do is to cut it out, and I used this one to cut out another one. Next thing I did was to sew the side seam of the sleeves together. After doing that, I'm going to use an elastic to gather the end of the sleeve, and I've done this in a previous video which I'm going to be linking in the description. And after you're done with the sleeves, I'm going to connect them to the armhole. To make the belt, I cut out 2 strips of fabric using the entire width of my material, which is 45 inches, and the width of the fabric was 5 inches. Now I folded it in 2, and I'm going to trim. I'm just making a curve at the edge of the belt, a little bit design. Do this for the second one also. For the other end of the belt, you're going to fold it over like this before you join it at the side. Now you're going to sew the belt together using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now if you don't have one long piece of fabric for your belt and you have to join different pieces of fabric, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to lay it like this with the right sides together. Then we're going to be joining it diagonally, and I'm drawing the line as a guide. So after joining it, this is it. You're going to trim off the excess fabric, and now you're going to have a longer strip of fabric, and you can join as many pieces of fabric as you need to make your belt. Okay, so if you join it diagonally, the bulk of the seam allowance wouldn't be in one position. After you're done joining your belt, at the curved part, you're going to make triangle cuts. If you don't snip it this way, you would have excess bulk at that side, so cut it out. Make sure you don't cut into your seam. After doing that, I used a biro case to turn it to the right side. Then after I pressed it, this is what the end looks like, and this is the other side. The raw edge neatly tucked in place. And finally, we're going to be attaching the belt to the front of the top, and doing this by putting the belt under the front collar, and I'm going to sew it. I'm going to make a little rectangle there, and this is what it should look like when you're done. And that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.